What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 23rd day of March, and here we are with about 10 hours left in the day, sitting at 0.0518. That's where we're sitting. We're up about 5% on the day so far, and I think we're going to make some rapid recovery here going into the end of the day and going into the rest of this week. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm not calling for anything like this, but hey man, if this happens between now and Goliath's launch, cool. I mean, that's not going to surprise me either. But I'm thinking more so that we could be seeing a serious retracement based off this high or low, this high to this low here, or we could even be above this high by the end of the month, if not certainly by the release date of Goliath itself. Nothing crazy, nothing too crazy. Somebody said it yesterday on my page. They were saying that they don't think that this will cause a pump anytime soon, and that it'll probably be months later. I can see that happening. I mean, we're in what is a very long type of accumulative range here. This rounded bottom, it could be months, man. It could, like, we could continue to form this, and then months later, that's whenever we're pumping. I guess the way I have it drawn here, that'd be about a month from now. But still, it could be some time. We could still be consolidating here as long as we're forming higher lows. I don't have a problem with this at all. 0.0518 right now. If we're looking at this from a low to a high, we went just below our 786, and now we're seeing potentially a bullish engulfing candle today. I think it would be excellent. I mean, the more the merrier, the more growth, the better. But if we could close above 0.0526 today, I think that would look really good. Closing, engulfing this candle here that quote unquote broke you out, and then moving up. We had 7 red days in a row, and this is our first green day. I mean, it's eating back this price easily. The thing is, guys, we look at this for what it is. Who's really left to sell here? Like if you're staking OnyxCoin and you're taking those earnings and you're selling them as you go, okay, a little bit. There's a little bit of selling pressure from that, but again, we can see it's a little bit because of the volume. Maybe that's happening. Maybe most people, at least speaking for myself, they're claiming their staking rewards and then just restaking. That's what I've been doing. I don't think there's that much selling pressure coming from that personally. We see the number of staked coins grow and grow month after month, right? There's volatility in it, of course, and there's people that can sell whenever they want to, but who's left to sell? I mean, we've been moving down for so long. Now we've really been moving sideways. We sold off so much, and even still, from our bear market low to where we are now, we're up 7.6x. Which, to put that in reference, right, because this is back in 2023 at the bear market low for OnyxCoin, to reference that, the average altcoin here back in the beginning of 2023, their bear market low to where they are now, is up 152%. 152. 2.5x versus 7.6x. And the thing is with these others, they haven't been dropping nearly as long as OnyxCoin has. OnyxCoin had a much more tenacious and boring kind of play over the past year or so. And yet it's still outperforming all of them dramatically. I mean, we look at this, we look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin here. From November to now, we've got lower lows and lower highs. OnyxCoin has higher lows. Not higher highs, but it's got higher lows. OnyxCoin is outperforming not just altcoins, but over the last 6 months, would it be 6 months? 5 months, it's been outperforming Bitcoin too. And people want to call this thing a scam. They don't know what the definition of scam is. Maybe they bought the top and they sold the low, and that's what makes it a scam. I don't know. If you've been following the channel for as long as we've been talking about OnyxCoin, you at least had an opportunity to buy over here and all these days afterwards. And we have never, not once, been in the green with this thing. Never, not once. Maybe with some trading positions, here and there. Anyways, 0.0517 Onyx Goliath mainnet is coming online on the 27th. We could see a couple of things happen, man. I mean, it could be we get a crazy pump. Maybe we just get a slightly higher high here. Maybe we pump up going into the mainnet and it's a lower high, whatever. I do expect that this week will probably be good with or without that. Things look good in the charts. We're finding support exactly where we would need to kind of maintain this look of a rounded bottom. I'm not drawing it the best, but you can probably see it better without my drawing. I can't draw it, but I can. Sometimes I get lucky. Let's just see. Something like that. It's not perfect, but you can manipulate it a little bit to make it look better. As we're moving down, there's no volume. Who's selling? Who's selling now that hasn't sold already? Who's selling here that didn't sell here already? You know what I mean? Like what? There's no selling pressure. And I got distracted, but that's kind of the main point of the rant that I went on is it doesn't take nearly as much volume to pump this price up as it does to push the price down. There's more buyers than there are sellers. And when the sellers are gone, when they're exhausted, they just don't exist anymore. All you have left are people who are going to FOMO back into this thing. And we could objectively see this because this pump here, again, was about the same size as this pump was here. And look at the difference in volume. Look at the difference in volume. We don't need a lot of volume to pump the price up. So it could be like that, man. Buy Goliath, we could literally be all the way back above 1 cent. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. All I know is I've got my popcorn and my butter ready. I'm fully deployed in OnyxCoin, man. I'm ready for it to happen. And if it, the only thing that would probably be worse is if we, the only thing that would worry me is not if we don't pump going into this, right? If we're moving sideways, if we're here and Goliath comes out, I'm not worried about the price action. We're going to dump. We're going to sell the news. I don't know because we didn't really pump. If there's no buy the hype, there might not be any sell the news. Maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy. The only thing that would scare me is if we went below these lows. That's it. Until then, we remain bullish. And right now, I'm expecting that we are on a path that will take us above this high. How much higher? I don't know. We could go all the way back above these highs here. We could run all the way up to 2 cents. Maybe we only get to 0.0087, 0.00938, something in there. I don't know. But we went to the 382 to find resistance. We're back down at the 069 to find support. Typically in these scenarios, you do see a nice run up to the golden ratio. And given OnyxCoin's history, it's the 23rd. We have 4 days until Goliath releases. Yeah, we could be up here by that time. And I wouldn't be surprised. If we saw a more robust move than that, I wouldn't be surprised either. If we were still at this price, we weren't too far away from this price in the next 4 days, that would surprise me a little bit. So we look at this on the Coinbase 1 hour chart. There are no gaps to the downside. We filled that gap there, filled this gap here. We filled all these gaps. We actually do have a little gap here to the downside, so we might see a little bit of volatility. We're at 0.0517, go down to 0.0514, maybe a little bit lower, whatever, and then move up. We do have gaps here, gaps here. Pretty sure we have gaps even higher than that too to fill. So I'm pretty confident that we do see prices above this high here at some point. Stochastics are bullish. The MACD, not really so bullish, but I mean, if we cross above the 0, that's nice, but it's the 1 hour. I'm not worried about it. The RSI looks good. 4 hour time frame breaking out of its downtrend here, breaking out of its downtrend. We're at the 50, so again, we might see some implied volatility just based off of that alone, and that's okay. The stochastics here, the blue line separated from the orange line. Again, maybe we see some volatility to the downside. Come back down, fill that gap, find a little bit of resistance here, but all in the same day. I think we're going to move up to higher prices. We look, man, everybody's sick in my house. We look at this on the MACD. We've got bullish divergence here. Very well placed bullish divergence. We're moving lower, volumes dying off. Everything about this tells me, I mean, exactly what we're seeing here is that we're going to move up with a vengeance. As long as it took us to move down, it will take us a lot less time to move up. And that's the overall expectation. Being that we do have this cross to the downside on the MACD, if we can cross it back up to the green, a false cross is a very positive signal. The last time we had a false cross was right here, and we didn't move up that week, but damn, when we moved up, it was pretty damn awesome. We had a false cross here to the upside, and then we moved down immediately that week, but we didn't move down too much, but a little bit. False cross to the downside, we moved up 50% over the next 7 days. So if we can get this to cross green, if we can close today green and then tomorrow green, I think we'll get this to cross back. We'll provide a false cross, and that would look really nice on the daily time frame. The stochastics have higher lows. We have lower lows in the price. I guess, well, maybe not lower lows. Lower lows on a daily closing basis. Bullish divergence. We've got another higher low here, bouncing off the oversold zone. That's great. The only issue is we're not getting overbought. So I'd like to see this attempt to get us into the overbought zone. If we get overbought, if we're seeing a stronger reading than we saw here, this move should be stronger. How much stronger? That's not for me to say, but just stronger. Objectively, it should be stronger. If we're getting overbought in the stochastics, we're probably going to get a deeper reading in the RSI. If we're seeing a stronger reading in the RSI, likely we're going to see a stronger move than we saw here. Bouncing off the 50-40, we've got this parabolic structure in the RSI. And beyond all of that, that's something I want to focus on here is this quite parabolic looking structure here, this formation here. I mean, maybe overall from back here, right? This rounded bottom. As this continues to develop, the moves will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It'll just get bigger and bigger, and that's how these parabolas work. And I didn't draw it perfectly, but you can see what I'm going for. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm going to end it there. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. At the moment, not before Goliath, but sometime in April, maybe even in May, I'm expecting we'll be at 1.7 to 2.5 cents. Here we are at 0.00517. Are you watching? It's going to be a good time. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.